Real news, Chad.
This is a terrible market update.
This is real stuff here, buddy.
And we're live.
All right.
We are? All right.
Yay. Hi.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's real estate update. My man Chad Lummus.
JK here.
We are back at it, and Chad, it is officially summer.
It is. It feels like summer.
The tans are out. I don't even have the farmer's tan or the coaching tan.
Well, because you're always walking around with a shirt on.
That's exactly right, and you're lucky I have one on right now, buddy. You're so lucky. Speaking of awkwardness, let's talk about the market.
Okay. Yeah, the market.
You're going to go local because I'm actually going to talk a little bit about what happened in the U.S. credit score.
Oh, okay.
Because credit scores are important, man.
I don't know anything about that, but I'm interested. Yeah, so this last week, so previously the market's been crazy. It's been just going up, and we finally broke that 200 mark in pending sales, which is awesome. This last week, though, it did take a slight dip down. We decreased 10 pending sales. We're down to 201. The biggest loser in these sectors is the 115 to 215 range, which dropped 5. But that 500 plus also dropped 2.
Okay.
We're down to 40 there in that sector. Biggest winner, the 315 to 5, increased by 3. So.
Are you seeing any trends right now? We were just talking to a couple of our agents within the office about just activity on certain houses, like house styles. Buy levels and try levels, ranches.
It seems like buy levels are doing really well, and there's a ton of them coming up on the market.
I would say so. A lot of the ones that we're starting to see internally coming up from our offices are buy levels.
Yeah.
So you just didn't know if that was starting to get a little bit flooded in the market.
I think it's just I don't think it's a hot thing. It's just they're just flooding the market.
Yeah.
Next week it'll probably be something else.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Good to know. All right. Well, let's talk about the U.S. credit score.
Yeah. What is
so
that?
You guys know that we have a U.S. credit score, right? We are that's what everybody across, the whole entire world looks at the U.S. as the gold standard.
Okay.
Right. So the economies across the world really look at the U.S. and go, all right, hey, as long as the U.S. is going, we're going as well too, because we consume so many goods, right? Well, we just had Moody's lowered our U.S. credit score.
Oh no.
Yes. Now they've been threatening this for multiple years, and to be honest with you, we've been in a deficit as our budget, for how many years now? So it's not too much of a surprise. It's a little bit kind of a shock to, wait a second, we just got lowered. Here's some important things that you have to realize, right? So credit scores are obviously very important when it comes to buying anything, right? Specifically housing, right? The US credit score, as it lowers, this is the thing that we have to look at is we have so much debt because we run in a deficit every year. Congress has done a horrible job of balancing our budget. So what that means is that now that we're paying so many trillions of dollars in interest, for us to borrow more money, or the interest that we're paying on it obviously is going to increase. So that means that our debt will obviously increase, and it's going to be even harder for us as a country to pay that interest off. I mean, look at a little normal household, right? If you're bringing in $10,000 a month, but you have $9,000 of interest payments, it doesn't give you hardly any liquidity to do anything else, right? Yeah. Well, obviously the U.S. is just the same way. Now, that doesn't mean that the U.S. economy is going to go bad, but what it does mean is that this whole idea of lowering the interest rate, which is what Trump wants to do, he wants to lower it by 1%, it's going to be really tough for the Fed to do that, because obviously now with our credit score being a little bit lower. So, is there cause for panic? No, there's not cause for panic. This is kind of more of when you have the red light, green light, and the red light, green light, yellow light, of go, stop, maybe slow down. Yeah. We're kind of at the yellow light stage right now. So we need to just kind of slow down a little bit, make sure we start getting spending under control, right? And then also too, the whole global economy doesn't like what's going on with our Congress with the infighting, and the fact that we can't make decisions to a certain point. That's the other thing that's kind of affecting that. So I would just let you know, if you are going to be buying anything, a big purchase of anything, now's not a bad time to do it, because I don't think that interest rates are necessarily going to be going down. If anything, they're probably going to start going up a little bit, simply because of that credit score.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's not good news.
No, it's not fantastic news, but it is real news, Chad.
This is a terrible market update.
This is real stuff here, buddy. Real sad. No, it's really good news. You know why?
Why?
Because if you're going to make a decision, do it now. Do it now. Make the decision now. Because I don't know if interest rates are going to go up. So, there you go.
All right, well, that's what you get for tuning
Real
in.
and raw stuff from us. No sugar coating. Luckily, the shirts are still on. So,
Thank goodness.
wow. Really? Is it that bad?
It's
that
that
bad?
bad when I got to edit those videos and your shirt's off all the time. Trust me, it's like staring at your boss without a shirt on.
Oh, wow. We're going really behind the scenes on stuff here now, too. So they're going to be wondering, what type of videos are you editing?
I know, right?
All right, we're going to cut it off right there. That was awesome. Thanks for joining us. You probably will never join us again now, or you'll try to figure out whatever the channel the other stuff is on. So one of the two ways. We might lose half of our people, dude. It's okay. The ones that stick with us are loyal, and that's what we want, right?
That's what we want.
Anything else you got?
That's all I have.
All right, that's all I got as well, too. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. We'll look forward to talking to you on next week's episode.
And happy Father's Day to all you out there that coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
All right.
Amen to that, dude.
Okay.